Eden.
Intro.
Welcome back to Real Talk Footy, your go-to NRL news source, where we talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly week to week. This week we'll be kicking it off with the round recap. Throwing it straight over to Benjamin Mahoney. What do you reckon, mate?
Oh, well, we're going to start with our first game of the week, which happens to be the Broncos versus the Sharks, the Katoni versus the Talakai matchup. Les, what do you have to say? What is your opinion on the game?
I just told you what was going to happen. I thought it was very one-sided, that game.
Not really, it was pretty close.
It was Broncos both halves. Absolute domination, I thought.
Well, you see, you may say it's Broncos both halves, but going into halftime, the Sharks were leading.
By the way,
Les, no, we did. Broncos did have. No, this is me from a Broncos supporter. The first 20 minutes, yes, we were fucking dominant as usual. Not as usual, but like But the second,
as usual.
The second 20, nah, we weren't dominant. Sharks were dominant. They got the lead with the field goal from Nico Hines on the strike full time. And then the second half, I don't know where Sharks went. I think they were just too cocky. Thought they were going to win it. But then in the last 10 minutes, Sharks actually gave a good fight to try and come back, but Broncos' defence was pretty good.
I'm going to say, Kelly, what are you saying about this game, mate?
Mate, I thought the Katoni Stags telecom matchup was beautiful. Beautiful to watch.
Yeah, it was.
Talakai got smashed up.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it was just. It wasn't just like Katoni Staggs dominating that fight.
It was Reynolds as well.
I reckon Katoni Staggs still got some back from Talakai. Talakai still gave it to him.
There, yes, he did.
But yes, Talakai has not been as influential as he has been every other round.
Will Kennedy was a star in the first half.
Yes.
Eden, did you play much of that? Did you watch any of that game?
Yeah, I actually watched the whole game. I liked the matchup, I just think that, for the televised version on Channel 9, it was just a bit focused on the Talakai Stags matchup. Like, that was all I was seeing the whole game. Even just Talakai walking around the field.
Oh, yeah. I was saying it was Fox Sports, but...
Was it? They were just focusing on...
Yeah, well, that was the headlines as the week before. Katoni said he would not back down from the fight.
And he said his words correctly, as he did.
Yes. I must say,
I thought that was...
Reynolds, he played superb. He did very well.
Via the season, can't argue with that.
We'll get to that topic later. So, do you reckon we're done on this one? Is anyone got anything more they want to add in?
I thought the
Poor
Herbie...
playing half.
Hobo Masterclass.
I'll say the injury was a big let down. Big let down for the injury.
Yep. Yeah.
I hope he's back for Magic Round when we're down there.
But he may also be playing this week. It hasn't been certain yet.
No, it's injured.
Okay then. Well, anyway, what are we going to say? We got player of the game, fellas.
I'm going to have
Katoni
to
Stags.
Reynolds.
I'm going to give it to Reynolds.
Kelly?
I mean,
say...
I'm going to say Gamble's close up because he did step up when Reynolds was off the field.
Oh.
What about Kelly?
I was watching the game. Gamble was
Austin,
making a couple mistakes the first half.
Yeah,
I'm
Kelly?
Take Katoni Stags.
Yeah, I personally am going to take Stags, as he kept Talakai quiet, and that's what needed to happen, as he was the most influential player for the Sharks lately.
It's not an easy thing to do, is it, Ben?
Oh, hell no. You can ask Morgan Harper.
Oh, yeah.
The Broncos need to play Tyson Gamble as a lock. Off the bench. Off the bench.
Off the bench.
I'm sorry.
I feel like...
I
reckon
I'd rather play Oakenball at fucking lock.
I honestly believe that once Albert Kelly is back, I would much rather have him playing in there than Gamble and have Gamble back in reserve grade.
I don't want Albert Kelly back, personally.
Yep, I don't either.
Okay, well, next game of the week, we have the Titans versus the Panthers.
Thank fuck the Panthers supporter ain't here for this one.
What a terrible game. No attack from the Titans. Drop balls everywhere.
Honestly, there wasn't much attack from either team. There was like 10 minutes I saw Panthers dominant with possession and everything.
Shit again, even though he got injured.
Yeah, he did get injured in the 68th minute.
But he was still fucking shit.
But yeah,
Look, I didn't watch the game, but
I can't wait to say something about Fafita at the end. About his transfer moves.
what about Sil Malawi?
He's
So,
very
uh,
good.
Hey.
He is leading the pack.
yeah, I feel like he's the only one in the pack at the moment, though, because you can't see much from many other players. I think their centres have been alright.
You got to talk about Footy, but Footy's been playing amazing.
Oh, yeah, Fotowaka, yeah, he's also an exception. AJ
I thought,
Brimson's...
Greg Marzu on that wing. Oh my god.
He knows just something else, but he's a different sort of player.
Greg Marzu is my favourite for the Titans back line.
And I
I
must...
thought Herman Essie was really good in his return. Really good.
Yeah, I think
Mm.
Titans' backs have been half decent. It's the
Forwards.
the middle of the field, except for Tino.
And
Fafita,
the halves, they need
I might say, Fafita, I feel like he's in a bit of a slump, but I feel like he always does well. He's always that player that
He's been
ends
in
up
a
doing
slump
well.
for 2 years at the Titans.
I wouldn't say that.
He's been-
Last year he was
Last year was
quite
pretty
great.
gammon. He wasn't as good as what he was at the Broncos. I can say that.
Yeah, well, Broncos, he had
For sure.
Broncos probably had the best forward pack when he was at the Broncos, arguably.
No, he was the carrier of the forward pack, but
Yeah, well, him and Payne
I
has.
think the big money has got to his head. That's what I'm saying.
Well, a whole different team too. Kelly, what are your thoughts?
Yeah.
On the Titans vs Panthers game,
Yeah, mate.
I watched little segments and it was just individual brilliance. I thought. You know, Jerome
Segments,
Law,
that's a big word, man.
yeah, mate.
Well, I gotta say, Nathan Cleary has got to be my man of the match for this game. Try assist, try and a
Had the
try.
advantage most of the game. But they just
I'm gonna
couldn't
say
execute.
Isaiah Yeo again.
I'm gonna say AJ Brimson. He was just the carry.
What was he?
He was,
Can't,
I
can't,
don't
he
he,
was
understand,
good.
but
he carried
I
his
was gonna
team
say
to a
the guy.
loss.
But he was
I'm
good,
gonna
though.
say Cleary.
Yeah, Eden, what are you gonna go with?
Jerome Law.
Jerome
Okay.
Luai with a try.
Yeah,
Whoa,
let's
that's not.
Oh
Not
yeah, I
validating.
could see Jerome in the big plays Panthers had. He was there.
Mate, Jerome is in the running for the Delium.
go. Fuck up. If you heard, I've gave Yeo man of the match for the both games that we've had this podcast.
Oh, I gave Yeo last week.
Yeah, I
Fuck.
gave him this week.
Okay, now well, are we ready to move on to our next game?
Oh, there's not much to talk about this one.
So we got the Rabbits versus Seagulls.
Oh no, we
Oh.
do. Carl Lawton's incident.
He's
Carl
out for 4 weeks. Also, I want to talk about this later, so we don't want to go too fast on this
I'm
one.
just saying.
Let
I
me
think he
start.
should have been 10 in the bin, not sent.
I think
Okay.
he should have been sent. That was disgusting.
Yeah.
It was all momentum, mate.
You're
It was all
disgusting.
momentum.
Okay,
I say-
okay, Charles.
John,
Your turn. I want your comments on the
Eden.
game. I want your comments on being a man
You
this
know what?
far.
We'll go
I was
Eden.
there at the Frenchville. I was on the piss. I was on the Golds. And I was watching this game live. And you know what? Saab is a masterclass. He's got to be one of the best wingers in the league right now. He scored an
Shuts up.
amazing try. But Garrick just outshines everyone in the field.
Oh,
Garrick
well.
is
Are we going to
Garrick?
talk about how good he is at fullback?
it was shocking.
It wasn't
He was
his best
injured.
game.
Well, don't
Wasn't
worry,
his
mate.
best
Don't
game.
worry, guys. He got 3 conversions.
Yeah, he's a conversion king. That's all he does for a living.
Yeah, and
That
that's
and
why
score
he should be
amazing
on the
tries.
wing.
Yeah, he should be a winger. He's not a fullback.
But I think that they paid the refs to injure our players. I think they're putting salt in our water.
Okay,
Because-
okay. Now we're getting political, and I think this is where you stop, mate.
Nah,
Um,
Tracy Grimshaw isn't a woman.
okay.
It's
Now,
a
now,
man.
yeah, now we're going a bit further than we usually should.
Whoa.
Yeah, we don't want the trans people coming at us now. Come on.
Right,
Yeah, well,
so-
I think up until the incident of Carl Lawton being sent off, it was a fairly even game, and I gotta say, I honestly wasn't impressed with this game. The quality of the game was actually quite poor.
Yeah, it was.
I thought it was a masterclass from
Manly just keeping
Cody Walker?
keeping the fight till the last 10 minutes.
Man, you're a second half team. I'm telling you, we're just
Dylan
just-
Walker. I'm just saying, Dylan Walker in the middle's been amazing for the Eagles as well.
he's a player, man.
Yeah,
He's
I
a
do
good
rate
player.
Dylan Walker. It's a shame that he is leaving.
The Warriors, yeah.
Well, I would like to see him at the Warriors.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll talk about that after we talk about the round.
Yeah. So once
Yeah,
again,
look,
let's do
anyone-
player of the match. Player of the match, guys. Kelly, you go
Cody
first.
Walker.
Kelly.
Kelly, yeah.
My player of the.
Oh.
I think
Cut out.
Shaq Mitchell. No, probably Campbell. Actually, no, Cameron Murray.
He was
Yep.
quiet. I
Okay,
thought.
Les, who do you reckon?
Definitely the toss up. I'll go with Cody Walker.
Who just joined?
No, Weeksy's in. He decided to join us.
You
Can
bit
I
late,
say
mate.
my man of the match there, please?
Yeah, it's all you for Charles.
I'm going to go with the return king, Josh Schuster. Had an amazing game for a return.
Yeah, no, I actually did play
To
pretty
do
well.
what
Right.
today?
Yeah, it's fair enough.
I'm
That's fair
gonna
enough.
say, not even gonna lie, Tom Burgess was influencer in that full forward pack. I have to go with him.
Or very.
Well, I am personally going to go the same as Kelly, and I'm going to pick Cameron Murray.
You're deluded. You're deluded.
Okay, now we'll move on to our next game. This was probably the most intense game of the week. Warriors and the Raiders.
Yeah, mate.
It's quite crazy for this to be.
It was the worst game I've ever watched.
You know, they've definitely, both teams haven't been in great form. Warriors
My
better than the
question is-
Raiders.
I got a question.
The,
How did you and
starting
Aiken get
lineup-
so many fantasy points?
He's just
Who's
better
starting
than
lineup
Schwarzer.
was a bit
He did
questionable
nothing.
from the Raiders.
Yeah,
Adam
well,
Elliott at hooker.
He had no demerits, that's why.
Adam Elliott Hooker. What? I've just seen
Yeah,
that.
he was
Starling
hooker.
on the bench.
yeah, he was hooker.
And
Yeah.
Adam- Is Tom Starling playing like shit? But I think he's been playing good. I don't understand.
Yeah, he's been good.
I think Tom Starling has been good for them, but I don't know why they've chosen Jack Whiten. Has seemed to be the only player who seems to be living up to a
He's the only
Raiders
one trying
standard.
for him in the backs.
Jared Croker's
And-
back this week, and Jack Whiten's out. So I imagine we're gonna have.
Jared Croker playing 5'8".
No, he's gonna be in the centres as per usual.
Who's playing 5'8"?
No clue. I haven't actually checked. That's all I saw of the
New
team list.
youngster, I think.
But what do
Matt,
we have to say of
for
this
all-
game? Like what
Matt,
is
for
there
all-
to say? There was a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
errors. There was a lot of errors.
Warriors, they're in trouble.
Okay, lads, we'll get to that once we get to the predictions for next week. But like, what? Let's go to our player of the game. There really isn't much to say yet.
I don't even
Sean
know
Johnson.
who.
Sean Johnson.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
you
Dejan Arce.
Who?
Actually, Dejan Arce did play good. Dude,
Yeah.
I don't think. I don't know.
Oh, wait.
Gotta give credit to Matt Lodge throwing in that penalty.
Matt Lodge.
I'm gonna have to say Jack Walton.
I'm just gonna give it to Sean Johnson.
Matt Lodge.
He did the.
Game winner.
He did the winner under pressure.
Sean Johnson did nothing all game except for the field goal.
But I could actually, you know, I'm gonna give it to
Jack
Reece
Whiten
Walsh.
was in 3 try involvements. Jack Whiten was in 3 try involvements.
I'm gonna give it to Reece Walsh. Actually, I'm gonna take that back.
Yeah, that's your person. I get it's a personal opinion, but Jack Whiten was amazing. Hands down, I reckon he was the best player on the field. 3 try involvements, just amazing.
How was Jordan Rapana still fullback over Clockstack?
Coxdale
Not
was
anymore.
in reserves,
Sounded a
wasn't
bit
he?
salty, Riley.
Rapana's just absolute rubbish in a grub.
I think he should stick to the wing.
Yeah, I know. We
Co-
know you don't like Rapana.
I think.
Yeah.
Sounded a bit
Yeah,
salty
well,
there, Liz.
Yeah, he just pisses me off, you know.
Oh,
At least
no.
the Warriors finally bounced back, like I said.
after last week, it was a well.
Yeah, that was just
it's a well
shocking.
needed
Not much to
comeback.
say about last week. But we'll go. Benny, do we move on to the next game now?
Yeah, we might as well. We got the Bulldogs Roosters now. You know, this is a bit of a disappointing game
Straight up,
from
I'm gonna
say
say my,
something.
the
I'm gonna say
Roosters.
my man of the match straight up. Is that alright?
Yeah,
It's
sure.
gonna be the Ferrari, the Fox, the fastest man in the world.
Ferrari. Charlie Staines is the Ferrari, mate.
You
No,
idiot.
mate, you're deluded.
Yeah, delusional.
My man of the match. My man of the match has to be the most underrated centre in the comp, Aaron Shop.
Oh, he did
Bold.
end up putting,
He shut down Joey Marnie.
and that's what really needed to happen.
Not an easy feat, is it?
Like
I'm
Aaron
gonna say-
Shop, week before he shut down Tony as well. He's amazing.
I'm gonna say James
gonna-
Tedesco, man of the match.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tedesco. He was just
Oh,
dominant.
with
Yeah,
this stat.
Tedesco has been the workhorse for him.
Yep. Don't
Go.
else doing anything. Not even the
200
rules.
metres, 3 kick defusals, 4 offloads, 11 tackle breaks, mate. 1 line break.
300 meters, pretty
Right.
much.
One thing about this game is that basically through the entire game, it was anyone's win. Like anyone could
And
have won.
obviously the Bulldogs
Who
just
is
won for the
kicking?
conversion.
Who
Sam
kicked for
Walker?
the Roosters? Sacking.
Zero
His
conversion.
rate's like 30% in the NRL.
He got
Where's-
0 out of
They could've-
3,
They could
and
have won if they converted
Where's
all their tries.
Pacquiao?
I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Where's Momorowski?
Momorowski
Yeah, he's going to be taken then.
was
Yeah,
injured.
he's actually good.
Okay, so
They
yeah,
give
I'm giving my man of
Tedesco
the.
goal kicking duties.
I reckon they could. I believe Roosters has got something wrong here, and it's got to be in their halves, because they got quality
No.
players. They got quality players in their forwards. They got quality players on their wings. They got great
Sam
backs.
Walker's just not living up to his potential. And Luke Keary hasn't came back the same player.
Maybe Drew Hutchinson needs to move into the halves.
Yeah.
Oh, he
I
is
can see
amazing.
it, I
don't
can
know
see
how
it.
he's not getting more
When
minutes.
he did come on and start taking over, he was like that's when they started pumping into the Bulldogs, and Bulldogs defense just kept him in it.
It was something else, eh?
They are.
Yeah.
Good to watch.
It was a good watch.
Yep, so... Ben, your man of the match, mate?
Got to go to Tedesco. He's
Yeah.
the workhorse.
Everyone's just Tedesco. Everyone's.
But then
Not
again,
mine. I said Aaron Shaw.
yeah, my
Aaron
close
Shaw.
second has got to be Matt Burton.
Yeah, he played good. That's
kicking-
that Torpy 2020, though.
I reckon that was also the inexperience. The reason it happened, the inexperience of Suwali.
Oh. Yeah, can be. On the wing especially, he doesn't really play wing.
Yeah, also having Tupou out.
Yeah. Tupo shit.
Okay, now let's move on to our next one. We got the Eels and the Cows.
Well, what a
I,
game.
I don't have much to say about this.
Once again, it was
But even-
this week has had a pretty disappointing set of games.
Yeah, like you can tell because last week we talked about hours upon hours on each game, and then this week we're just 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's an average week, eh?
Well, we've
just gonna say,
nearly hit the
Jacob
20 minute
Arthur.
mark.
I'll
It's
get
just
straight to my man of the
disappointing.
match. I reckon Scott Drinkwater gave it
Oh.
his all.
Mate, he is amazing. They can't
Oh.
put Hammer back in there. There's no way.
No,
I'm-
he's in 14.
Yeah, he's got to stay on the bench.
I'm gonna give it to Felt for the hat trick. Took the ball
gonna give
great
it
in the air.
It's got to go
I'm
to
gonna give
Cotter.
it to Ruben Cotter.
Cotter, yes.
Yeah, quite
Very good.
What's she saying?
Alright. One thing is, let's talk about. How about we talk a little bit about the Eels? So one thing I gotta say is, why? What's
Meet your
going
black
on? Why is Dylan Brown in the centres?
No,
Because
not
Jacob
anymore.
Arthur
It makes no
Yeah.
sense, does it, Ben?
Yeah, why was he in the centres?
wants his son to play.
It just doesn't make sense. Why didn't he switch it at all during the game? He could have seen there was no creativity. Dylan Arthur's arguably the best defensive 5'8" in the game as well.
Dylan Arthur.
Dylan Brown, sorry, my bad. Oh, Mitchell Moses,
He's probably the best defender out of every back.
Bold statement.
Yeah, he is.
Who's Mitchell Moses?
But-
He just
Best
disappeared.
defender out of every wing back in the game. Jason Saab.
okay, now you're talking shit.
He's been one of the worst this season.
Ooh.
Malcolm Buzz.
So, you know,
Malcolm Buzz probably got the better stats.
Oh, well, let's.
Brown
Probably does.
and bold statement, Dylan Edwards are the best at try savers in the NRL. He tackles.
Well, since RGS is back, yeah, I could agree with it.
He tackled well, pretty nice.
What's the
Well,
next
Dylan
topic,
Edwards,
Ben?
every time they do a crash ball, he's under it.
Halves playing for next week has got to be. It is Dylan Brown and Mitchell Moses again, which is hopefully going to get Eels back on track. Anyway,
You can't tell me that's not a world class set of halves.
oh, of course it
Those
is.
are two
It is.
massive names in the NRL.
Mitchell Moses, in my opinion, is in the top set of halfbacks in the NRL.
Top four.
He's a great individual player, and he could score an individual try. He's fast. He's got good kicking.
I'm gonna say he's top 3 half backs when in form.
Yeah, of course.
Top 3, easily.
Who's number 1, Liz?
Number 1 when in form.
Adam Reynolds.
This year,
I thought he was going to say Cobbo.
Cobbo's in a
on this year's
halfback.
form, I can't say Cleary just yet. I'm gonna say Hughes. I think Hughes is my number 1.
Yes. Well, then who would your top 3 be then? You got to have Moses in at least 2 or 3 because you've already said that, and then you got Hughes in at 1. Who's
no.
2?
Yeah, what,
When they're in form, I
Okay, well,
enjoying.
Yeah,
You
I'm
want
sorry,
to
man.
hear my? Do you want to hear my top 3 halves?
yeah, do it in form.
No.
In form. I want it quick and done. Just
wanna
give me
hear it.
3 names.
Current form?
Reynolds,
Current form?
Cleary, Hughes.
Where was DCE?
Fuck
No
this,
particular
Hughes.
order. Cherry Evans,
Oh,
There he is.
um,
Adam Reynolds.
Hughes, and I've got to get to Reynolds. Honestly,
Cleary's top 3, mate.
I wonder
Oh,
why.
yeah, that's understandable. I can see where he's coming from. If he's looking at current
Reynolds
form.
is. See, Panthers can play without Cleary.
How's Cleary not
Broncos
on your 3?
cannot put
Shut up. How's Cleary not in top 3?
because I feel like
Pretty
the other
sure-
guys
pretty
have a
sure-
bigger impact on their team.
Okay, moving on. Okay, now this game, we could probably have a quick chat on this one. It's the Knights versus Storm. 2
Alright.
points
Oh,
to
no.
50. Knights have scored 4 points in their last 2 games.
Alan Ponga masterclass. That's all I have to say. 2 words.
So Callum Ponga, $1 million player.
He seemed like the only one trying for that game, but
I can see Callum Ponga. Callum Ponga is the marquee player of the Knights. There's no doubt about it.
he doesn't
Yeah.
want to be labelled as a marquee player, but he's already said that. That's why he didn't sign for Dolphins.
But you see, he is. If he's
Yeah,
getting
he
paid
doesn't
him,
understand that.
if he's getting,
It's because his dad's your manager. His dad's a reaper.
Whoa.
whoa, can't be throwing that word around here.
Man of the match, give me Munster.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Oh, it's got to be Munster.
Oh,
the
Munster
Rocky
just,
boy. The Rocky boy.
Munster
You
just
can't
destroyed
say
all
anyone else, bro.
Munster he's just everywhere. Set up everything.
Probably Jake.
No, Jackie Wakeman.
Honestly, Cameron
told me
Munster.
that Harry Grant is growing out his hair until they lose.
Is that true?
Jack
Yeah.
Wakeman is inside NRL.
Well, when do they verse the Tigers again?
Shut up.
That's when they're losing.
Can we just talk about the Storm spine? Holy.
Oh, Magic
Best-
Round might be the time they lose, boys.
Well, you see,
Why
it is the
Panthers,
best in the
grand
game.
final rematch.
Storm winning
Yeah,
by
Austin,
20.
you missed out on a good one, don't you, Weeksy?
Who was excited to see Olakawatu in form at Magic Round?
Not me.
I thought he's suspended, isn't he? Or-
Nah,
No,
he's
he back?
he's back this week.
Oh, I'm keen.
Mate, he's going to be so good in person. I just know it.
In form,
Oh,
he's a
wait.
top second.
There is one try I want to talk about. Is the Justin Olam individual try?
Oh, mate, Olam.
He's a beast.
He's a brick wall.
I saw they like shove someone off and then just straight there.
It was
Yeah,
basically through half
He's
the
like
team.
Basket Basil, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, why do you think we called him Justin Olam?
No, we called him, what did we call him?
Justin Olam.
Like
Like,
that.
Stevo.
Yeah, we called him Micah.
Back as
Oh, yeah.
Stevo.
he was the...
What defense in 20 meters is just
Oh,
terrible.
God. He was the
Absolutely.
people's champion, wasn't he?
While are we talking about Musket Battle, should we be talking about the
Because he's
NRL?
the best player
Okay, be
in the
quiet.
NRL.
Musket Basil.
Right, Ben, what's the topic now? What are we on to?
Well, we're still on the
Tigers
Knights
Dragons.
Storm game. We're
Oh.
still on the Knights Storm game.
We,
We've all voted
move
for
on.
Cameron Munster as our man of the match. Also, want to talk about what is next for the Knights.
who are they playing next week? What's
So-
the-
No, what-
The wooden
No.
spoon is what's next for them.
What is next for the Knights? What do they need?
They need a rebuild.
They need a.
Sell the
Well,
club.
No, I got to say something.
They need
You
Bailey
can
Smith.
tell how much of a loss Mitchell Pearce is.
No, yeah, exactly. But also, like, they've got a fair amount of injuries,
I hope they don't open that drawer that much.
but still, not a lot of them are starters either. But
You
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
think? I think the Manly loss demoralised them, and now they just can't win. They've just got it in their head that they can't beat anyone.
Okay,
I think
well,
their spine is just not doing it. Ponga,
Look at the
Clifford,
spines. Yeah.
Clune, and Randall. You know, your
Dag
spine
off.
needs to link up to perform well.
You know,
well, see, I reckon Clifford and Ponga have been fine.
I'm not gonna say Clifford that game. I thought he was.
Oh, well, was anyone like? Let's be honest. You can't really say anyone was up to form on the Knights when they're losing.
Definitely not.
I think
2
once
to
they get
50.
Dominic Young back, they'll be dominant.
Oh yes, definitely.
Very
Dominic Young on the wing.
Yeah.
Okay, well we'll move on now. We'll move on to a game that,
disappointing.
was quite
Controversial.
disappointing. It was the Dragons versus the Tigers. Tuolagi disallowed try. What do we think?
typical Tiger supporter bringing up the reason for their loss.
Well, I'm talking
Realise,
about the disallowed try in the
I'm gonna
first
say
half.
something really funny here, but
Say it.
who loved that? So Kupau was number
What,
Was
20?
it 69?
Wasn't it 20?
27. Cunt. What
Yeah.
the hell?
I think he was a late change, wasn't he?
Why was it
Yeah,
27?
late. I'm really late in count.
Yeah, that would be why.
Yeah, but for the Tigers, the two halves were phenomenal.
Why
Oh.
was Kapoa in the side?
Oh, we don't really have anyone else.
Kapoa was shocking.
I could say Joe Hoffman-Gilly played a good game.
I reckon our forward pack had a relatively good game. Tamo, in my opinion, did well.
12.
Twelve.
The beast he usually is.
Twal, he was great. He's the VB hard-earned worker of round 8.
Look at the stats. We actually dominated. I didn't win because we
Oh,
didn't
we
execute.
dominated the stats, but we didn't
The
execute
attack
and get the
wasn't
points.
there. The attack was too shit.
Yeah, no, that. Oh, that. See, outside backs, the halves fucking created everything.
Jacob Little's service is very shit.
Yeah, well, you got Simpkin back this week, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Holy
I thought,
fuck.
The outside backs are shit. The Tigers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Like
well,
Anna in the centres. Yes.
well, we got there's 7 marquee players out. Well, not marquee, just starters out. This week we
Who's
got
that? Can you name?
yeah. Well, I got Dewey.
Yeah,
Ola-
he needs to be in the centres.
Uzamertano's out. Who else? I'm trying to pick it off my head. Simpkin was
Laurie.
out.
Mate,
Yeah,
let
Stefano.
alone-
Laurie was out. Yeah,
Laurie,
Laurie Seto, sorry.
Molo.
Roberts.
Roberts,
Luciano
yeah.
maybe was out.
Yeah,
Molo.
yeah, Molo was out. That's right.
Peachy.
No, Peachy was in reserves.
Yeah, he's fucking shit. He's playing this week.
Stefano's back this week.
Yeah. Well, I reckon I could see us having a better game this week against
But,
versus the Manchester Eagles.
It's Tigers Manly matchup. You see,
Okay, well,
this is going to be interesting.
okay, we're not up to that yet. But what about the Dragons?
There was
Okay.
nothing really special.
You know,
I
it
thought
was
Ben Hunt.
Ben
Literally
Hunt
carried.
only, really.
Ben Hunt. It was a soft try that the Tigers let in. Definitely could have done better.
I thought Moses and
Sullivan.
was solid.
Oh, definitely. If he wasn't letting anything in, of course, he was getting all the catches. He was reading the plays, and he was
He's
doing
very
well.
safe.
Very safe,
Maguire
yes.
was alright.
Maguire, yeah, he's been playing good since he came back.
Yeah.
You know, Maguire's a family friend.
Josh Maguire,
I could get him on the podcast.
surely try.
I'll get Jackie Wakeman to get Harry Grant in here.
Imagine that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, imagine that.
Oh,
We'll
well.
have Jack Wakeman and
And the
Harry
thing
Grant
is,
as
we gotta do those podcasts like on a different day, like as a special podcast.
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
saying.
Friday special.
Yeah, like something like that, but not
When
on a
was
Friday. Like
it?
have it on a Thursday.
Okay, now let's go on to our man of the match of this
Imagine how much a Les would suck off Harry Grant if he was in here.
game.
Mate,
Oh, you're my favourite player.
Give me your Burts. Give me your Burts. Some
Me?
Burts.
Alright, let's
Yeah,
go. Let's go.
As-
Let's go.
yeah.
Man of the match right now, lads. Man of the match.
Full stop, Les. Full stop.
Luke Brooks by far.
no.
Okay, so
Ben Hunt.
we got.
It's going to be Alex 12 for me.
Gotta be
Yeah.
Ben Hunt.
Kelly?
Ben Hunt.
Well,
Yeah, well, I'm saying 12 as well. There's a reason he got the hardest worker. Yeah.
Most hardest worker
Yep.
VB.
Okay, now let's go on to some more controversial topics. We're going to start off with the first controversial topic of the round, and that was Carl Lawton being sent
Oh,
off.
you don't want to get me started on
No,
that.
I don't think it was a send off.
yeah,
I think
it
it
was a sin bin,
I'm
not a
just
send off.
saying.
Okay,
was a send-off.
in my opinion, it was a send off. And why?
agree.
Because
It was a sin bin.
if that was a bit harder, Cam Murray broken neck, you know.
If Cleary did it, what would Cleary get? Nothing.
No, clearly,
Nothing.
well, clearly,
I'm
like you
just
know,
saying.
he's
He wouldn't have got sent off. I'm saying Cleary wouldn't have got sent off.
yeah, he probably would have
Definitely
got
not.
sin binned and given $1,000 fine.
It's just because Carl Lawton's
Legit.
head looked like a grub. So like,
Yeah, well, you know, he's a forward. He's got to.
Fuck.
But
Yeah,
still,
it's
in my
like-
opinion, he should have been sent off.
The NRL's just too inconsistent. Well,
In
that
my
means
opinion,
every
it
single.
was a sin bin. That's all it was.
But I
It was a
think
10-minute
every
sin bin.
single.
In my
listener
opinion,
should be
he's
sent
banned
off
for
now.
10 weeks.
It was
Oh, yeah.
possibly a fine, but
I-
definitely not.
he
out
should
for
be
so long.
banned from
Oh,
the
no.
No,
NRL.
it definitely
I
was
could-
Banned from the
suspended.
NRL. Drug abuse.
I could also see him being sin binned and also banned for the same amount of time.
Yes,
But
that's
I can still see the send off being reasonable.
Yes, but
But
yes, I
not
know.
banned. Banned is a bit too far, in my opinion.
Oh no, it's definitely banned being.
No,
You're a Seagull supporter.
he
I'd
did
say-
deserve a couple of weeks.
3 weeks is what he deserves. 3.
Well, he got
3 to
4.
4, yeah, 3 to 4.
Four's a bit much, I reckon.
But it's not
I
sustainable
think
to
the
keep.
NRL's going to be more consistent with the judiciary.
Oh, for sure.
They are just so inconsistent. Look, here he got off a hip drop that
Absolutely
got 9
disgusting.
weeks for.
Yeah, there is no consistency in the NRL at all. Same with any calls, penalty calls, even going to the bunker. It's just not
Mate, if that was
consistent.
any
You
back
got to
that
say,
did that-
Panthers are a protected species. You can't
If
lie.
that was any
Oh.
back that did that, it was just on report.
Would you suggest there's some cheating within the NRL?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that, but it's the fact that
Refs are
these,
just shit.
like, you know, they're just not up. They're not like you can't get every
Honestly.
call, but I find the bunker inconsistent because the bunker has a say on some, but then they won't do all. It's like,
Get some
What's-
rugby league refs in here.
yeah.
Oh, they're shit as well.
That's a bit funny. Get some
I would
reps
like-
in.
I'd like to
I'd
know the
get under
names of the
sixes to
judiciary
refs,
people.
mate.
Otherwise, you're gonna hunt them down.
Well, I want to know if they're Panthers play greats or what are we? What are we looking at? Because yeah, they never seem to be charged. It's probably Mitchell Pearce's dad. I wouldn't be surprised.
So is the bunker. Like, we don't support the team that was again. It's,
I think it's a real problem in the game right now. It's ruining the game for me.
What, cheating?
Get rid of the bunker. Game's
I
not
reckon-
slow now.
I think it's a need.
Well, I reckon if we keep the bunker, why don't we just go to the bunker for every call? Why do we have these refs on the field that get things wrong when the bunker won't, apparently, because it's got, like, play-by-play view?
No, they probably have someone like yelling.
They're not
in
going to
their
full
ear.
stop
Send him off.
fucking simple knock on them.
I
It's
know,
just
I know one of the judiciary members actually. He's a West Tiger.
Yeah, well, that's not adding up because everything, you know.
It's Wayne Pierce.
But also, one thing I've just lost what I was talking about. I've just lost what I was talking about. I have
What was he
like.
talking about, Liz?
I don't know. He's going on about something.
He's ranting, wasn't he?
He's talking
Yeah.
about judiciary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I had
Consistency.
like another idea I was gonna say.
Mate,
He'll
that
come
doesn't
back
matter
to you
anymore.
later.
Yeah, my back to me later.
Anyway, yeah, let's move on.
Okay, well, my next topic isn't really. It's something we kind of already covered, and it's like these two teams just found bad form after being top teams in the competition. I'm talking about the Knights and the Roosters. I just want to talk about these
Roosters
teams.
halves. Roosters halves. That's all it is. It's a halves for both teams actually.
Yeah.
Because none of them have real big injuries out where they've got prime players out. What is going
Knights
on?
actually have a big list.
Well, they do, but not. There's like only some of
Only
them
Gagai.
even end up getting started. Yeah, Gaga's really the only starter. Mitch
Like-
Barnett maybe, but still, that's his own fault. He's out.
That guy's one of the biggest players in the NRL, mate. He's
No.
Mitchell Pearce have.
He's a big
Mitchell
game player.
Pearce. Well, the way Knights are playing, you can see how big of a loss Mitchell Pearce is.
Oh, for sure. They've lost their
Yeah.
prime playmaker.
Like legit, the experience he had as well in the NRL as well helped. And the
What about
way
the
he
Raiders?
barks orders as well.
Actually, Raiders is a team I should have had put down. They're on bad form. How many losses in a row? 3?
Well, their squad hasn't changed much from their grand final squad. A couple key losses, not too many.
But also with the loss of Fogarty for the season, it's not real helping them as well. After he was going to be their marquee signing for the year.
Yeah,
that's not
Schneider's alright.
But he's not good enough.
talking
yeah,
about
that-
signings. Let's move on to best signings of the year.
Yeah, so we got buy of the year. So this is going to be a
Yeah.
controversial topic, and let's be honest, we don't want to call each other dickheads for this because it is an opinion, and
I don't know.
you know opinions can't be wrong because there can't actually be a buy of the year until
But
the
can
end
we
of
have
the year, in my
arguments,
opinion.
Pat? Can we have arguments?
Yeah,
about it?
sure, but don't call each other dickheads for it.
Yeah, no
You're
bagging.
deluded, mate. You're
Okay,
deluded.
Weeksy, buy of the year. Let me know. Who is it?
Nicholas Owens.
Why?
Shut up.
Why? No. Let him talk. Why?
You're deluded.
No. Let him talk. Let him talk.
Clip that,
Let him
clip
talk.
that.
Let him talk. Let him talk. Weeksy, why? Why is he the buy of the season?
My opinion, he's also been the what's it called, best halfback this season as well.
No, definitely not.
No way.
No. Come on, let him talk. Come on, talk.
Adam
Why?
Reynolds.
Why? Tell us why.
Why?
Yeah, why? Why has he been the best
I think-
halfback?
In most tries, in most of the plays that the Sharks do to get him downfield and over the line,
It's Matt
Nicholas
Moylan.
Owens is involved in every of them, all of them,
Matt Moylan.
pretty much. Moylan
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
even kick the ball.
Okay, well, yeah, I can see what you're saying. I can see what you're saying.
What about that left edge?
Okay.
Talo and Talakai.
Moylan's just a bystander. He just stands here and watches.
Well,
Owens
I
do
wouldn't
everything.
say about that. I think Moylan's actually been quality this year, and
Amazing.
he's getting. I can see him getting re-signed because of how good he's been. He is a quality player, and I believe injuries have hurt him
linked to the
big time.
Broncos, mate. He's linked to the Broncos.
It
Like
was-
every other single friggin' player in the
Oh,
NRL.
Okay, Larson, buy of the year. Who is it? Just let us know.
Who
I'm gonna say
talks to?
Reynolds. Reynolds.
He's not wrong.
Why?
But Broncos, I could say, nearly have a worse squad than last year, and they've improved
Les,
by Jeff
it's the
Reynolds.
exact same squad, except Reynolds and Capewell. It's not worse.
It's definitely
just
gotten
said
better.
I said it's the same squad as last year,
He
pretty
said
much.
it's worse.
What?
If anything, I do think that the squad has gotten better because Tony Staggs is actually playing this year.
I think Reynolds is bringing the best out of the players. He has done an impact on the players, but also his form this year. It's amazing.
Well, all right, Reynolds' game organisation is amazing. You could see it at the
Yeah,
Rabbitohs.
he's
You could
changed
see it
the Broncos
everywhere.
so much.
And you can see what Rabbitohs are having now that
And
they've lost
I
him.
don't see Nico Hines doing anything to the Sharks really.
He's been quiet.
Sharks were like this last year, but they were just more hot and cold. And this year they're hot and cold. You can see because they're losing now.
Yeah.
Reynolds' stats say it all as well. 2 tries, 7 try assist. He's played how many games? 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's missed
Hey.
one less.
What's that?
He's only missed one game.
Missed 1 game? Yeah.
Shocking. That's
Just
shocking.
nuts.
Oh yeah, Kelly,
That's
Kelly,
not the best. That's not the best.
Kelly.
Right.
Buy of the season. Your turn.
Buy of the season, mate. If he keeps going well, honestly, Hastings.
Yeah,
Actually,
Oh.
I'm
I-
not talking about like rookie sort of buys.
I'm going to say it's too early.
I'm
Say
gonna
that.
say it's Reynolds.
Oh, yes.
That's got Les excited.
That's got me hard.
And then Dom, I can already see who you're saying, but you know.
I should have said fucking. I should have said Chris Smith. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah, no, Eden. Who do you reckon?
Look, you all think that I'm going to go and say Ethan Bullymore, but of course I'm not. He's an
Okay.
idiot.
Of course.
I don't know why
he
I
is.
signed him. So it's got to be Nico Hines, in my opinion.
I've got to say,
Ooh,
Chad
yeah.
Townsend is up there as well. Chad Townsend's up
Ooh,
there.
yeah.
He's changed the Cowboys.
What about Tom Dearden? I'd say he's up there with Chat Townsend.
He got signed last year, donkey.
That is true.
Oh.
Okay, because I'm gonna be really biased here in what I'm saying, and yeah, of course, I'm gonna say Hastings.
He's also up there as well.
And the reason why, if you have a look at the games where he's actually been playing at the number 7, the whole tempo of the Tigers has changed. Our defense is looking like in the top 8 with how much we've conceded. Only thing is our attack could be better, but you know, we've won 2 games since he's been in 7, 2 games of the season.
What?
John.
Good job.
But I reckon out of the votes here, it's got to be Reynolds. Reynolds has
What do you-
taken here.
What do you need that for?
Reynolds.
Reynolds has won our vote by the
I don't
season.
fucking do that.
That's biased.
Well, I can't be biased because I don't particularly like the Bronx.
Absolutely biased.
What
What's the
about
next topic,
Dale Finucane underrated by, I reckon.
He is.
But if I've got to put a duo as the buy, it's got to be Hines and Finucane. It's got to be.
Capewell.
Oh.
Hey, well, Reynolds.
Capewell is.
Cool.
Oh my god, you don't know how underrated he is.
Shit.
He just got Hines in his name.
Oh my god.
No, I'd say it's more
No,
Tamari
I've got to say
Barnes.
Hastings and Gildart. Hastings and Gildart.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Okay. I'm gonna disagree with
I
that.
can't take
'Cause
Gildart.
I'm not saying Gildart. I would say he could be the reason that Ben Hunt got that try on the weekend. He's in.
He's been good.
Yeah. Okay, we'll move on. Okay, we're gonna start on our predictions for next round. I haven't actually looked at. I'm just gonna quickly get the draw up.
Ferdinand Carter by duo of the year. There we go.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Hang on.
Gotta give something to the Bulldogs, mate.
Okay, so let's start with our tips of the round and the predictions.
My first one's easy.
Ooh.
What's the first one?
Oh no, it's easy.
Okay, so we got first game Thursday the 5th of May at about 8 p.m. We got Rabbitohs versus the Broncos. Round 1 rematch. Who is taking it, Eden? Who is taking it,
I'm
Eden?
actually gonna do my tips while I say
Rabbitohs.
Okay. Rabbitohs.
Ooh.
What do you reckon the score will be? What do you reckon the score will be, Eden?
I'm so putting $10 on the Broncos.
30 to 24.
30 to 24 to the thing. Okay, now next I got Dommy. What do you reckon?
It's gonna be Broncos. Like they might not
That's
have
a
Payne
tip.
Haas, but Rabbitohs are just not that good this year.
Yeah, I can. Yep, it's understandable. Les.
I'm seeing Broncos by 20 actually.
Like 20
No,
points.
I
I can see it. It's understandable.
That's bold.
But also,
It's
I can
still
see, I can see Rabbitohs targeting
That's
Reynolds and
understandable,
quite in, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see Isaiah Tass getting exposed.
Ooh.
Um,
I can see him getting a hat trick on you.
Who's
Isaiah
his
Tass
matchup?
is actually not that bad of a player. Broncos should have kept him.
No, but who's his matchup? If it's Stags, I reckon he's gonna get exposed.
Exposed. What do you mean exposed?
No.
He's gonna get his pants pulled down. He is.
Tony's currently the best center in the comp.
I'm pretty sure he's.
Um,
I'm pretty sure he's. up against
Okay.
Barney.
Okay. Now we're getting off topic. Kelly.
Not gonna lie, looking at the lineup, I might actually take the Bronx.
Okay.
About
Fuck up, Wes.
He's up
Weeks
gonna
against
make some money.
Barney.
Weeksy. Who's
Oh,
winning?
Kent, shut up.
Who's winning?
Yeah, rubbish. Look at the bench for fucking Rabbitohs. Havili,
I think
Sally,
Elliot can have a big
Go on.
impact here.
and Paulo.
You gonna what? Who did you say?
Rabbitohs, mate.
Rabbitohs. But how much do you reckon? How much?
Ooh.
Say say 30 to
Well,
24.
Austin,
4
mate.
points.
You can't
4
say that
points.
'cause
4 points. Okay, well, personally,
No, Jackson Polo's on the bench. That's why I'm tipping him.
I am going to even it out. I'm going to even it out, and I'm going for the Rabbits to win.
My brother.
Why is
Now, that's a
Shaq
bit-
not even in this at 24? Did he get injured?
Jackson Polo deserves it more.
Shaquille O'Neal doesn't play anymore.
Did he get injured?
Trent, they got a phone called Trent Peoples. And they got
Who the
Richard
fuck?
Kenner.
Who's Trent Peoples?
Mate, Richard Kenner will be forward up, mate. Former club.
He won't be playing. Why do you think Broncos
Yeah.
got rid of him?
Because he's really good.
Okay.
Mate.
So I reckon Rabbits are going to win this by a small margin. I'm going to give them 2 points. It's going to be about 22
I'm
to
going
20.
Broncos or two, mate.
Interesting.
This next one's going to be a donut festival.
Yeah, we-
Canberra versus
No, it's gonna be.
Canberra.
Oh, Bulldogs got it.
How are you supposed to guess this?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say Canberra.
Nah,
I'm gonna say
Canberra's going to hit back.
Bulldogs. They
Canberra
got
hit
Matt
back for sure.
Frawley in the halves. Jack White, no Jack Whiten.
They have Adam
the
Elliott
Dogs.
and
Adam
hooker.
Elliott's at hooker.
Yeah, he's like
Canberra
half.
versus
Yeah, Adam
the
Elliott's
Eels.
very young.
Okay, one at a time, one at a time. We'll start with Eden. Eden, who's taking this game? Canberra versus the Dogs.
Interesting. I'm going doggies, eh? I'm gonna back the dogs.
But how much do you reckon?
It's gonna be.
Fuck 'em.
It's gonna be 18 to 6.
18 to 6, a low scorer. Okay, we'll move on to Dommy.
Oh, I got the Dogs. It's gonna be a low-scoring game, I reckon. But
Nah, it's not gonna be too low scoring, I reckon. They're gonna
no
open
team. None of the teams can attack.
Well, I can see.
That was
It's,
like a full-on.
Wait,
What's it
who's
called?
doing the fucking odds? Tigers are $5 to beat Manly. Like, if I was 18,
Mate, it's because
it's
Tommy's
fucking a lot
back.
of money.
Yeah,
It's
what are
Tommy's
the
back.
Broncos odds? $4 to $1.25 over the Rabbitohs. What the hell?
And you got the Raiders
They
odds
beat
to the
Rabbitohs.
Bulldogs is
I got
$1.90.
Bulldogs.
Okay, Les.
Those are beating rabbits as well.
Rabbitohs versus the Dogs. Who's taking it?
The Raiders versus the Dogs.
Yeah.
Rabbit.
Rabbitohs. Yeah, my bad.
I've got Raiders doing,
You got the Raiders.
and I'm gonna
There's
say
no
because
Jack Whiten, but-
Matt Frawley has shown signs in the past where he can be a top 5 half.
Did you say fly half?
Kelly, who do you reckon? Who are you going with?
No, mate. I'm just gonna leave that. Nah, I'll go doggies.
Hey, Doggies. Weeksy.
I'm back in Les. Taking the
Back in
Raiders.
the
mate.
blue. You're
You
backing the
backing the Frawley?
Raiders.
As well.
Oh, fuck no.
Okay, I'm gonna make this a bit lopsided. I
Frawley has not even been playing 5'8", but he's been playing hooker.
gotta go with the Dogs, because
You're a dog.
if
Ooh.
that's been
Ooh.
Did you
uncalled
go
for
for the
you.
Bulldogs, Eden?
Yeah, he
Sorry?
did. He did go for the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
And
you're a dog.
the reason I got the Doggies is because they've got to win. I reckon they're gonna start getting a bit of momentum, and they're gonna start figuring out how they want to play.
They need to play for 80 minutes, but
No, that is true. Okay.
Ooh, let's look
Moving
at
on
these.
to the next game. Moving on to the
matter.
next game. Okay.
Hmm.
Eden. Penrith versus the Eels.
You know what? Penrith are shit right now. They're playing terrible. I'm gonna have to go Eels.
Okay. Tommy.
Fish, am I right?
I want Eels to come back and win because I just don't like Panthers, but Panthers are way too strong.
Say fuck the fish, then.
Fuck the fish. Fuck
So,
the
Tommy, you going Panthers?
Yeah.
I'm seeing Eels squad, and they've gone back to that squad pretty much that helped them at the start of the year. I'm gonna go bold and say Eels by
Okay.
1.
1 point. You're going to be like the Ray Stone winner.
Yeah, I can see something like that happening with
Like-
Ryan Madison
Kelly,
coming
you
on.
talking to John, mate, or you right, mate?
Yeah, mate, it was.
Yeah.
So, Kelly,
Okay.
who do you reckon? Penrith versus the Eels.
I'll do it later.
So you're talking to us, you're talking to us.
Time is now.
Time is now.
Penrith.
Penrith.
Yeah, just go back to talking to John, mate.
Okay, Weeksy. I think I already know the answer, but go ahead.
Eels.
Okay, now be serious with me.
up, up the Panthers, mate. Up the Panthers.
Okay, I'm personally also going to back the Penrith, mainly because Eels' form at the moment is not ideal.
You kiss your mother with that mouth, mate.
What? I didn't even say anything bad.
You said that Panthers were going to win.
Mate, we're going a bit overtime here, alright?
No, we're not.
No.
There's so many things to talk about this round.
And then now we got a game that's going to be a bit of feud between the group here. Manly versus the Tigers.
Tigers.
The Manly Seagulls.
Okay.
Alright.
Manly to bounce back.
Okay, I'm gonna put
I'm down for that one.
I'm gonna put Eden on for the Manly. I'm not even gonna ask for his opinion. Dummy.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go Manly to bounce back this week.
Manly to bounce back.
You can see Jake Trbojevic, his words of wisdom in the sheds after the game.
And then
They'll bring him back.
as he goes to
Turbo's also back this week. Gotta think about that.
And we got Josh Schuster.
but
And we got Turbo together.
Parker is out and Jason Saab is out.
You see,
Jason Saab,
Oh, those are big
Parker's
losses.
They
Those are
deserve to
big
be
losses.
dropped.
Shit. They'll probably play better without him.
I think we'll
And
play better with
Trbojevic in the
our
centres, first time starting. I'm keen to see that.
All right,
That'd be nice.
Kelly.
That
Who do
last week.
you reckon?
Tigers.
Okay, that's
Man of a few words.
I think if we lose, it'll be a Kapoa knock on, and it'll lead to a try.
Oh, you're an idiot.
I think he's already predicted it.
Liz,
Coach,
Ladies,
so much safer.
Ladies, what do we reckon?
If Tom Trbojevic wasn't playing, I'd go Tigers. But purely because he's there, I'm gonna have to go Manly.
Yeah, mate.
That's the only reason.
Weeks
Manly by 12.
weeks.
I'm gonna have to go Manly.
All right. Well, I'm
Come on,
gonna
Benny.
back my brothers in orange and black. Twally to get his first pie, win us the game.
You say
Oh,
that
well.
every
Should be
week.
the match winner.
Yeah, well, mate. 1 week it'll happen and I'll be right.
Are you putting money on it?
I might as well. How about we both put $10 on it?
I'm not putting shit on
You
it.
versus I. Yeah, it's because you're scared you're gonna lose.
I wouldn't put any money on that game either, to be fair.
It's too close. I just know it's too close. I have to admit, like, Manly is playing shit, man.
Well, I wouldn't say. I reckon they're not even playing that bad, but I reckon Tigers are at that point. They're actually playing half decent. Our defense is half decent. You know,
Look,
I can see it.
Manly are good till the last 10 minutes of the game. You gotta admit.
Yeah.
No, they're good in the second half every game.
No,
Every
that's
second
it.
half team.
Oh, Manly was
Yeah,
good
they're
in the
shocking
first.
in the first half.
Manly was half decent in the first half against the
Mate,
Rabbitohs,
do you know why? Do you know what? Jake Trbojevic has the best halftime speeches of all time.
and then he went on to.
Hasler.
But then he went on to do 6 errors.
Mate,
What?
it doesn't matter.
Okay, so
I
now
like that Trbojevic.
we got the Roosters versus the Titans. Two teams not in great form. Who's winning? Eden.
I don't know. Honestly, don't know.
Roosters. Easily.
Nah, it's easy, Roosters.
Roosters by 20. By 20.
It's an easy
Go,
one.
Eden,
Roosters.
Eden, go first.
Eden.
With roasts, simple and easy.
Yep. Dummy.
I'm probably gonna go the Roosters.
Kelly.
I
And then
can't.
Les.
Well-
Roosters, mate.
Riley.
Big bowl.
Riley, who's Riley? I thought his name
Les.
was
Les. That was my bad.
Roosters.
I'm gonna
Roosters.
take Titans
Because
by 30.
the Titans have the worst line possible. AJ, Will Smith, Sexton, and Clark.
You said the S word.
Not wrong.
So.
That is
So I
No.
guess I'm gonna go Roosters for you. Weeksy.
Roosters by 24.
Weeksy.
Roosters.
Okay.
Boys.
So I reckon I'll just stick to be a sheep. I'm gonna go the Roosters again.
Not again.
Okay, now this game is gonna be interesting. We got the
Where's our
Jealous,
Knights fan?
mate.
He's never joined the podcast. He's a bit lazy.
Titans don't have Jolliffe.
Mate,
See,
he's been installing solar panels all day. He's been lifting
Oh.
roof sheets all day, mate.
now we got
Been a lucky, eh?
okay. Now we got the Cowboys versus the Knights. Okay, so
Team form.
It's got to be
Newcastle.
Cowboys, man. Look at how Knights have been playing.
$5 odds to beat the Cowboys
I'll
at
put
the
money on
moment.
that game.
Boys, mate. At home as well.
Okay, Eden, who are we going for?
Absolute.
Cowboys all day.
ration.
I reckon I'm going to put money on it. Because I just know that Knights are
It's
the
a
favourites.
$1.18
You're not even gonna
pay.
win much.
It's $1.18 payout, mate.
Man, that's good.
Oh, really?
I'm going to put all
Not
my
that
money on it.
good.
I'm going to put my whole bank account.
That is, yeah. Well, you
No,
could
we
do
do
it.
that.
You could do that,
No, we
and
do that.
I hope the Knights win.
if they win, then you'd make a shit ton still. But like, you know, it's not much. Might as well put money on the Storm to win. Okay, Dommy, who's taking it?
Oh, the team informed the Newcastle Knights. No, I'm joking. The Cowboys.
And I thought you were about to call you an idiot. Austin, Kelly,
Cowboys.
Good call.
Les,
Cowboys.
Weeksy.
Weeksy.
Cowboys, mate. Cowboys.
Are you
Uh,
betting?
Well, I'm just going to stick with the Cowboys. They've been in great form,
We're
undeniably.
talking about Tom Gilbert's neck.
What?
The neck
What?
has a chest. Look.
Oh, look at that. Must hit the gym.
Staring at his neck.
Where is it?
Just go to the team list and look at his fucking picture.
Alright, and back to everyone's favourite time of the week. You laugh, you like it. Featuring Riley Larson. Let's get it going. Everyone say some funny things.
Les, give us a joke.
Give him 5.
You know, how about we end on this? We'll do our tips. You can think about it while you're doing your tips, Les.
We don't have time to be doing jokes, mate. We
Yeah,
only have time.
we'll do it. We'll do it after. We'll do it after we do our tips. Now we got the Storm versus the Dragon. Let's get through this quick. Eden.
I reckon
Storm.
Storm in form, mate.
Everyone storm.
So is
Storm.
is anyone going for the Dragons? Because they got a $10 payout to win. I'll put you down. Are you being serious? Are we all going Storm?
Everyone goes Storm. Put it Storm down for everybody. Come on.
Okay. Now, last but not least, Sharks versus the Warriors. What is happening, Eden?
Sharkies to bounce back.
Who of us are Shek is coming back from...
Okay. Now
He's coming back.
you're
for
making.
the Warriors
Alright,
to win a
shut up.
premiership, alright?
You're definitely making stuff up. Give us what you're thinking.
Warriors.
Warriors.
I'm going Warriors.
Hey.
Mate, they're
I'm not
a
also-
team.
I'm also going to go Warriors. I'm going to go bold.
Oh, jeez.
I love your bold tips.
It's you and me, Les. It's you and me.
Dommy, what do you reckon?
Oh, Sharks gonna bounce back after a tough loss to the Broncos.
For sure. You can't be losing to the Broncos.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Okay, Kelly, what do you reckon?
Sharks, mate.
Yeah. Weeksy, you're the last but not second least.
Sharks.
Okay, I'm personally going to say the Sharks because I reckon Talakai's going to have another individual performance here.
Who's his matchup? Who's he playing against?
Are we Jesse Arthurs?
Yeah, probably Adam Pompey or something.
That's a big game. How do you compare Jesse Arthurs to Morgan Harper?
No, I'll go
Throw
over.
Murdoch Masala out
No,
there.
he's probably going to do a bit better.
Murdoch
Okay.
Masala will handle him.
Is Murdoch Masilas in the centres?
No.
No, he's up against
That's alright,
Villamea Vailia or Rocco Berry.
Rock. What the hell is the back line? Where's Arthurs?
He's dropped.
What? He's alright.
He was probably their best back line.
They're
Him
gonna
and
be good,
Watini
though.
Zelezniak.
When Tohu Harris comes back, you and Aiken in the centres, they'll be good.
You and Aiken won't go in the centres. Qatar will go back to the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh well.
Alright,
that's
that's
finally
all our
a
predictions
quiz.
for the week.
Oh, wait a minute. We want to hear this joke, Les. Come on. Let's end off with the joke.
Did you hear about
Oh.
the actor who fell through the floorboards?
No.
He was just going through a stage.
Oh, my
It's
God.
too good, Les. It's
Oh,
too
wow.
good, Les. Anyway, that's it for tonight. See
Pop
you all
that one
next
off
week.
Google.